Tell me, why did you wait until you had like six figures to go into NFTs?
Um, because there's just a lot of waiting in NFTs with like opportunity costs, and
Yes.
so you need a lot of liquidity. I mean, if you want to make and also too, I was seeing July when it was first starting, and then August how crazy it was going, and I was like, okay, like I can go and I can buy like some of these smaller projects and mint them, or I could buy a pre-established project and flip it for more. And so I personally preferred flipping like art blocks where yeah the entry price is going to be a lot higher, but I just felt kind of safer on these bets and allowed me to have more conviction. It's easy to have conviction when you're flipping, these beautiful pieces of generative art that you have a connection to, than flipping some like, seals.
And which was the first art blocks projects you got into?
I know squiggle, probably the squiggles, because I kind of saw squiggles. I was like, okay, they're pretty cheap, and they were the first. So these have to run up with everything else, and so that's what my belief was, that like the art blocks, the big pieces like the ringers and the fidenzas were going crazy, and I thought the money was going to flow over to some of the more like the like foundational pieces, and so I bought up a ton of squiggles, and that turned out to be really good.
The other day, I sort of went to art blocks sorted by like oldest projects, and a few of the old projects are still going for like five, six, eight. Is it
Yeah,
worth jumping into those following the same strategy that you just mentioned?
yeah. I mean, I especially the squiggle. There's a lot of conviction to them, and I think a lot of these older projects, the holders who've been holding them for a while, they've went to more diamond hands and people who believe in the project more. And so if you're looking to try to flip art, you want to look for a project which has the most conviction. So the easiest way to find conviction is for how long has it existed. Because if a project has been around for 6 months in crypto, that's insane. Like that is pretty crazy that they were able to survive, because you imagine like of all of the fluctuations and everything that's come, there's still people a part of it. It's insane. And so I think eventually we're going to see provenance be a huge play when it comes to NFTs. And this might be like a 5-year type deal, but I think when people investors one day, like when institutional money gets into the space, when they're going to be looking at which projects to buy up, I think 2021 is going to be a year they'll look for. I mean, it's the the renaissance.